Check one, check two, microphone checker. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, gods and goddesses. Welcome to another episode of Conscious Crypto. My name is MC Medina, and every single day at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Central Standard Time, I'm coming on giving you the latest and the greatest in DeFi crypto news. That's right, that's decentralized finance crypto news. And here on Conscious Crypto, we're super excited because it is another beautiful day in crypto land. Today is Thursday, November 11th. That's 11/11, 2021. And we are celebrating our 30th episode, the big 30. And if you have been hanging out with us the past few weeks, please put a thumbs up in the comments. We're going to hop into the Twitch right now. We're streaming live on 3 different platforms. We're streaming live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. So I just put in a request for LinkedIn. They're running a beta on their live platform and their capabilities on LinkedIn to go live on LinkedIn. So hopefully we'll hear back from them within the next 24 hours. And maybe tomorrow we'll be streaming live on LinkedIn as well. Let's hop into the chats here. Looks like the sound and volume is good here. Let's see. Bam, there we go. Then we can bring up the chat there on the screen. Then people can see the chats as they come in. I didn't even notice. I got my cup all in the frame. Shout out to the yerba mate coming in from Argentina. We're going to wait for some people to come in. And we've got Miss Gaia Lectra behind the scenes right now, making sure that all of the sound, all of the lighting, the frames, and the video is all looking and sounding good. So please put a thumbs up in the comments for Miss Gaia Lectra. She's going to be hopping in here, tuning in with us for a second. Well, for the whole time, actually. And I think she's going to be going over some of the biggest gainers today with us. So if everything sounds great and looks great, please put a thumbs up in the comments below because this ship is taking off. The Conscious Crypto spaceship is taking off. We're going to host the channel here on Twitch. Don't forget, friends and family, please go on the Twitch and host it. And then we're going to share the clips just like this. Bam. Then I'm going to send this link to our WhatsApp group chat here for Casa de Prana core team. And bam. Please share this link, exclamation point. We have the big 30. And today, brothers and sisters, we're going to be giving you guys some tips and tricks on how to spot a rug pull. And what is a rug pull? Well, basically, we've got this is a new and emerging and constantly growing sector, the DeFi sector, which is the decentralization of finance. So we're gonna give you guys 6 tips on how to spot a rug pull in DeFi. Is everything going all right over there, Miss Gaia? Oh, okay, perfect. And then we're also gonna get into crypto kids fighting Facebook for the soul of the metaverse. That's a story that came in 5 hours ago. And here on Conscious Crypto, it is custom for us to light up some sage, to light up some Palo Santo. While we get these links out, we're going to be shooting these links out to all of our friends and family all around the world that are tuning in with us. Please hop into the chats. Now we're lighting the sage and we're lighting the Palo Santo because these plants have been used for thousands of years to help us carry out intentions. And through one of the 12 universal laws, the law of attraction, we're going to be utilizing these plans to facilitate in the attraction of more financial literacy, so that way we can experience more financial sovereignty. And along with that comes financial freedom. So here on Conscious Crypto, we like to cover the latest and the greatest in the centralized finance news. And we're going to hop right into some numbers right now. It's an epic opportunity to buy the dip all across the board. We've got XRP down 4.54. We've got Bitcoin down 2.29. Let's go over to coinmarketcap.com and see what the numbers are looking like. We always like to check into the top 10 cryptos. So let's do the top 10 cryptos. And this segment is being brought to you guys by Divine Garments. Divine Garments, if you go to lovemedina.com, click on Divine Garments and use the code crypto20, and you'll get 20% off anything that says DG on it. All right. Very revolutionary and environmentally conscious Divine Garments. So visit lovemedina.com. Okay, so the top 10 in the market today, we've got Bitcoin holding down the number one position, as it always has. Is down 2.13%. And we've got Ethereum coming in at number 2. Now, Ethereum is actually experiencing some gains right now. It's up 1.42. We've got the Binance coin coming in at number 3, and it's down 0.72%. Then Tether USD still holding on strong to that 4th position right there. It stays at $1. Then Solana is up 1% in the last 24 hours. Still experiencing a little bit of red there, but I feel like Solana is going to be dipping up out of there. Now, Cardano is down 3.57. That's coming in at number 6. And if you ever had any inclination to buying Bitcoin, Cardano, Solana, XRP, Polkadot, or Dogecoin, even Litecoin, right now is a good time to consider hopping in, because all of these coins are experiencing considerable red zones right now. Litecoin is down 5.22. So let's get on to number 7, XRP, down 4.77. Polkadot, number 8, is down 0.05. Dogecoin coming in at number 9, down 0.15. And the US dollar coin pretty much is a stable coin. Now, coming in at 11, number 11 is Shiba Inu. After experiencing considerable amount of dippage in the past few days, if we can click on the Shiba Inu graph, we can see that within the last 7 days, we dipped into the red twice. We definitely came out of the red on yesterday around 8:30 p.m. We hopped up out of the red back into the green zone, and still in my opinion, we're still aiming at the all-time high that we had at 40844. Seems to be where we peaked. 408. So still aiming for dropping. We're aiming at dropping a 0 right now. If anybody in the Shiba Inu crew, Shiba Inu squad, we're waiting for those zeros to continue to drop. Now let's reach out to Miss Guy Electra on the scenes. We've got some viewers right now. Look, if you guys are hopping in, please hop into the chat so we can answer some questions. I want to know what your top 3 coins are, and what are your top, I want to say, what are your top 5 wallets? Like, where do you feel comfortable with your crypto and storing your crypto? That's what I want to know. So hop into the chats, please, beautiful people. I'm also going to check the levels here while we wait for Miss Guy Electra to get on. She's going to be delivering some of the numbers for us today as well. I forgot to close that door over there. Let's see. Host a channel. Guys, if you're on the Twitch, please host a channel. And we're celebrating our 30th episode right now, so we're super duper excited. Look, if this type of content is something that you want to see more of, please do us a favor. It doesn't really take that much, and you're not going to lose anything. As a matter of fact, there's a lot for you to gain by simply hitting the follow or the subscribe or the friend or the share. We want to spread the news and spread the information about decentralized finance and allowing people to truly get their sovereignty back when it comes to their finances. So we can share this. Bam. All right, perfect. There she is. Guy Electra is on the scene. Yeah, make sure the computer is muted, and then should be good to go. How was your meditation last night? Everything go well?
Hi. I hope everyone can hear me this time. I had a great time last night. Meditation was amazing. We ended up staying late with some of the goddesses that came by playing music and
Yeah, sounds good.
drinking cacao and just having fun.
Sounds like your volume's coming in just fine. As long as you maintain that higher volume, should be just fine. Yeah, the meditation, we did the live stream on Twitch, so you guys are welcome to check that out. It's right here on the Twitch channel for Casa de Prana, here for Casa de Prana TV.
For the top gainers today, we have Husky X. And that seems to be up in the last 24 hours about almost 3,800%.
Wow.
So then we have Pancake Games, and that's about close to 3,000% of an increase in the last 24 hours. Then we have Bitcoin Note, BTCN. That's up about 638%. We have Green Moonzilla. Wow, I'm really surprised about all these names. People are
I know.
getting very creative.
It definitely inspires quite the level of curiosity.
Yeah, this one, the Green Moonzilla, it's up 427%. And then we have Angry Squid going up in the last 24 hours, 376%. Those are the 5 top gainers. If you know anything about these coins, or if you're investing in like Husky X or Pancake Games or Bitcoin Note, Green Moonzilla, or Angry Squid, let us know. Let us know about the journey that you're having with these coins. Share something with us. I do want to click on this Husky X, see a little bit of the graph here, how it's just
Okay.
going up at this moment. And let's see, what is this coin about? It's a Binance Smart Chain coin. And it says it's not only a NFT collection, also a play or to earn base game to design your own style. Mint and sell them on the secondary market. This is one of the best collections of a game for a fashion lover can ever ask for. With the Fashion Husky X game, you can design amazing fashion items and try them on beautiful virtual models. Okay. I guess they're gonna be selling some fashion.
We gotta tell David about that one.
That's true. He is a model.
I'm looking at some other top gainers, really interesting coins. Wakanda Inu.
Wahanda, how do you spell that?
Wakanda Inu is in there. We have one called La Casa de Papel.
Really?
Yeah.
La Casa de Papel, it's actually a Netflix series, I think.
We've got Cheese Swap. We've got Saitama Kitty. Enhanced BTC. Spidey Inu is up 99%. I mean, this is really interesting stuff. SHIB Inu Empire.
Wow, there's baby Ethereum. Guys, this is a lot of coins, okay? Let's not get overwhelmed with all of them.
If you go to CoinMarketCap, it says that there's 14,044 coins.
How many?
14,044 cryptos.
Wow.
31 exchanges.
Wow. They might be the ones that have the most. 14, I see that.
Then we got ETHGAS at 220.
It looks like for the trending coins, we have micro pets at the top again. This was up yesterday as one of the top trending coins. So micro pets. Then we have Nevada, which is a gambling coin. Number 3, we have Cody. 4, BFK Warzone. Sounds like a game. And number 5, you're not going to believe what the name of number 5 is.
The what?
You're not going to believe what the name of number 5 is.
And the trending?
Yeah.
Elon Balls.
I just didn't want you to say that.
Then there's King Sheba.
That's funny.
Number 9, Porn Rocket. Then there's a real Trump token version 2.
That's hilarious.
Shirdio Inu. Dojalon Mars. And then we've got Shiba Inu as number 12. Look, there's a Batman coin.
Really?
Yeah, it's all in the red right now. The live Batman price today. Batman token aspires to establish a decentralized project where the investor is an active contributor to the project. All investors in the pack will be working together to reach the moon and beyond. Every investor is able to vote and create ideas that can improve the ecosystem. Every investor has a chance to build on the project with other contributors. The community is fun and very welcoming. You'll love the atmosphere here. Batman token is an ERC20 meme coin with 100% locked liquidity. The contract has been renounced and it is available for everyone to review. Batman token is set up with its holders in mind. From conception, the token itself has been designed to protect its investors and help them grow their holdings in comfort. 1% of all transactions are distributed to holders to keep investors ambitious. 9% of all transactions are distributed to marketing funds and the development team to keep the project running. We have tons of marketing plans to ensure a safe and successful project. This tax will help fund these plans. Batman coin. Batman in all caps. Interesting. So micro pets, I wanna tap in. If anybody knows anything about micro pets, please put it in the comments below because we need to learn more about this. It's a Binance, it's a BSC token. It's a token that capitalizes on the current meme coin and NFT hype. That's what it is. We've taken everyone's favorite memes and packed them into one adorable into adorable pets that you can trade or stake. The MicroPets team is comprised of 30 DeFi and marketing experts. What's the goal? Well, to serve our community and investors, ensuring a fun and engaging environment alongside continuous marketing efforts. MicroPets. Seems like it's a pretty legit little investment. You have to learn more about that. Okay, let's go to our big story today, brothers and sisters, here on Conscious Crypto. And that is, how can you spot a DeFi rug pull? And again, what is a DeFi rug pull? Well, there's a new emerging community called the DeFi community. And there's new coins popping up. I think is the Squid Games. That's the most recent one. So you guys look up the Squid Games situation. What happened was these people started a new coin, and they had investors involved. And after the coin got to about, I can't remember, I think it got close to $3,000. I'm not, don't quote me on that. But the creators of the Squid Games took all of the money and ran, just like that. So right now we're gonna share 6 tips on how to safely invest in DeFi projects, and we're gonna dive right in. Now, before we do that, Casa de Prana cacao, gotta invite y'all to taste the absolute wonder of where chocolate comes from. Now, this is 100% cacao coming from El Salvador, and cacao is packed with all types of vitamins and minerals. According to WebMD, cacao is great for lowering your blood pressure because it's packed with flavonoids, these nutrients that have been shown to help lower blood pressure, improve blood flow to the brain and heart, and also aid in preventing blood clots. Also, you reduce your risk of diabetes, helps the insulin sensitivities, reducing your risk of diabetes. And also, cacao powder contains a lot of potassium. It's been shown to decrease the risk of heart disease by reducing lower body inflammation and stress on cells. Also, reduced inflammation. It may lessen your risk of some cancers, diabetes, arthritis, depression, and Alzheimer's disease. So, a great source of iron, protein, magnesium, potassium, and fiber. And I highly recommend you do your own research on the magic that is cacao, one of the foods for the gods, what they call food of the gods. All right. So, if you are interested in tasting some of this cacao, please leave your comments below so that way we can send you some. I would love to send you some. I had a phone call coming in, but we're going to have to call them back later. All right, in our segment today, we're going to share 6 key tips on how to increase one's safety when investing in the decentralized finance or DeFi by identifying rug pulls, one of the most widespread types of crypto scams. Booming growth, coupled with a lack of oversight by traditional authorities, has attracted an influx of fraudsters to the DeFi ecosystem. According to a recent report by Cypher Trace, excuse me, while after all, fraudulent activity in crypto is decreasing, rug pull scams and DeFi have been on the rise in 2021. In a typical rug pull, bad actors create a worthless token and list it on a decentralized exchange where it starts trading in a liquidity pool. The scammer convinces investors to provide liquidity by staking a valuable token, such as Ether, which pushes the new token's price up. At a certain point, the scammers, quote, pull the rug while taking all the Ethereum from the pool and leaving investors holding a worthless token. With the help of 2 DeFi experts, we can point out 6 practical tips to spot a rug pull and minimize the risk of getting scammed while investing in DeFi. It looks like okay, yeah, that was Kent. He works over at the Avant Garden. All right, so let's get into 6 ways to spot a rug pull. Now, I thought that the information was going to be available here to read. Now, it looks like they actually redirect you to a video. So, should we play the video? Look, guys, if y'all want to learn the 6 ways to spot a rug pull in crypto, I'm going to leave the link in the description below, because this is really important information, and I want to give you guys the information the same way I'm getting it. That's the most important thing. So I'm going to leave this link in the description below. How to spot a DeFi scam, 6 tips. You guys make sure to click on that. All right, who all do we have in the chats? Let's see. If we have any questions right now, please leave them down below. 16 hours ago, the story came in about Elon Musk offloading $1.1 billion in Tesla stock. The eccentric billionaire pulled his Twitter followers, but already had the sale planned due to tax obligations. Tesla CEO Elon Musk has offloaded more than $1 billion worth of shares, according to recent financial filings. Excuse me. Filings submitted today, to the United States Securities and Exchange Commissions, the SEC, confirms the sale of more than 934,000 Tesla shares worth around $1.1 billion. Musk sold the shares at an average price of around 1,170, locking in almost 180% in gains in prices over the past year. It is just the 3rd time that Musk has sold company stock since Tesla went public on the Nasdaq in 2010, and it is his largest transaction. The filings show that Musk planned to sell the stock as part of his tax obligations back in September. He polled his 63 million followers on the weekend, asking whether he should sell 10% of his Tesla holdings. Of the 3.5 million respondents, almost 58% said yes. However, the Tesla CEO has sold less than 1% in this sale and still holds more than 170 million shares. Wow. He is definitely good now. In response to the poll, he noted, "I do not take a cash salary or bonus from anywhere. I only have stock. Thus, the only way for me to pay taxes personally is to sell stock." In the days following the poll, Tesla stock slumped 16% to dip below $1,000 briefly on Wednesday. The TSLA stock had hit an all-time high of $1,230 on November 4th and is currently around 11% down from that peak. In related news, Bitcoin dips below 67,000 as the Tesla stock slump combines with Apple CEO denying crypto plans. Now, there has been speculation, or hopium really, in crypto circles that Elon may put some of that cash into digital assets. Mr. Whale asked his 357,000 followers which cryptocurrency should he buy to make himself the first ever trillionaire. MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor suggested that he buy more Bitcoin following the Twitter poll, but before the news emerged about the sale. Quote, "If the goal is diversification, an alternate strategy to consider is converting the TSLA balance sheet to a Bitcoin standard and purchasing $25 billion in BTC. That would deliver diversification, inflation protection, and more upside for all investors in a tax efficient manner. According to Bitcoin treasuries, the Tesla currently holds 43,200 Bitcoins worth an estimated 2.79 billion at the current price. So Tesla is currently holding quite a bit of Bitcoins already, and Elon Musk selling off some more of his stocks. And how is this affecting the market? Well, Bitcoin miners are looking towards nuclear power for sustainable energy. So that's fantastic news. What else do we have here? Ascending channel pattern and Ethereum options data back traders. So we've got a new, well, we've always had, I was going to say a new. Well, the current target price right now for Ethereum is $5,000. If you are holding Ethereum, please put a thumbs up in the comments below. It's saying here that the Ethereum price dropped to $4,400 during the November 11th correction. That's today, right now. But data is showing that traders expect the altcoin to surpass $5,000 soon. Ether bulls seem excited by the recent 4,870 all-time high that was hit yesterday, November 10th. Now, while it was a new all-time high in US dollar terms, ETH is still 51% below the June 2017's price in Bitcoin terms. But it's entirely possible that the 0.155 Bitcoin level reached in the previous cycle reflected the overzealous expectations that were rampant during the initial coin offering frenzy. The Ethereum network's success has caused congestion and high fees, bringing the competition closer. For example, in mid 2017, the leading competitors were Ethereum Classic and NEM, XEM. Combined, those represented a mere 13% of Ether's $37 billion market capitalization. Today, the aggregate capitalization of Binance Coin and Solana stand at 32% versus Ether's $557 billion. At the moment, Ether is trading in an ascending channel with a target at $5,000. But the bears apparently still have reasons to doubt that the network's ability to deliver ETH2 by the year end. This year, Ethereum's leading use case, decentralized finance, has gathered regulators' attention, and not in a good way. On November 9th, the United States Securities and Exchange Commission's, the SEC Commissioner, Caroline Crenshaw, published her opinion in the article titled, quote, DeFi Risks, Regulations, and Opportunities, end quote. In it, she mentions that the sector lacks market protections, and she raises concerns about pseudonymity and market manipulation. On the other hand, the value locked in the Ethereum network's smart contracts reached a $94 billion all-time high, marking a 42% growth in 3 months. So, regardless of the competition or the $50 average transaction fee, there's undoubtedly a growing demand for its DeFi, non fungible token, Oracle, and decentralized marketplaces. What is interesting is even with Ether's positive price action, which is backed by strong usage metrics, bearish put and sell options dominate Friday's $700 million Ethereum options expiry. Now, at first sight, the $415 million input or sell options dominate the weekly expiry by 31%, compared with the $285 million in call buy instruments. The 0.69 call to put ratio is deceptive because the recent rally will likely wipe out most of the bearish bets. For example, if Ether's price remains above $4,700 at 8 a.m. UTC on November 12th, that's tomorrow, only $10 million worth of those put sell options will be available at the expiry. So there's no value in a right to sell Ether at 4,700 if it's trading above that price. Bears could still tip the scale below 4,600. We're going to get into the 4 most likely scenarios that consider the current price levels. In addition, the data shows how many contracts will be available on November 12th for both the bulls call and the bear put instruments. The imbalance favoring each side represents the theoretical profit. So let's get into this. Between 4,500 and 4,600, we've got 7,500 calls versus 13,600 puts. The net result favors the bear put options by $25 million. Now, if it's between 4,600 and 4,700, we've got 12,700 calls versus 7,300 puts. The net result is $25 million favoring the call bull instruments. Now, if we get between 47 and 4,800, 17,300 calls versus 2,100 puts, the net result is 75 million favoring the call bull instruments. Now, if we go above 48,000 or closer to 5,000, 4,800, or closer to 5,000, which is really the target right now, we're seeing 24,300 calls versus 100 puts. And the net result is complete dominance at that point, with the bulls profiting $115 million. This raw estimate considers the call options being used in bullish bets and put options exclusively in neutral to bearish trades. Unfortunately, this oversimplification disregards more complex investment strategies. For instance, a trader could have sold a call option, effectively gaining a negative exposure to Ether below a specific price. However, there's no easy way to estimate this effect. The Ether price may pull back, but $5,000 remains a solid target. If Ether's price holds above $4,800 tomorrow, November 12th, the bulls will net a significant $115 million. In that sense, for Ether bears, taking a $25 million loss should be considered a victory. Now, there's still a chance that bears avoid losses on November 12th expiry by pressuring Ether's price below 4,600 on November 12th, down to a mere 3% from the current 4,750. Now, would that be enough to reject the ascending channel initiated 3 weeks ago? Not really, as there's room for a $4,500 point without breaking the support level. So great news for Ethereum. We're aiming for the $5,000 point. I want to take a moment to remind everybody that we are not financial experts here at Conscious Crypto, and the views and opinions that are expressed here are solely those of the author, and they don't necessarily reflect MC Medina, Gaia Electra, Conscious Crypto, or Casa de Prana TV. Every investment and trading move involves risk. You should do and conduct your own research when making any types of financial decisions. We've got people in the chat. Let's go. Thank you guys for checking in. Freshadelic, Hyperportal 88. We've got Tech Assistant. Thank you guys for checking in. Got the thumbs up all over the place. It's fantastic news. Yeah, let me know what you guys want me to get into next. I'll tell you what else we have here. The next segment is being brought to you by Inca's Shoes. Inca's handmade world wear. Shoes that connect the world. And how is Incas connecting the world? I am so glad you asked because look, check this out. Whenever you go to the talkable link in the description below, you're going to get 10% off plus an extra 15% off of your total purchase simply by clicking the talkable link in the description. Let's plant some trees and decorate our feet with some fresh sneaks. So, whenever Incas was founded back in 2012, they partnered with skilled artisan shoemakers in Peru. So, this is all handmade in Peru. And they were creating their first classic sneaker using authentic Peruvian textiles, which is what you see in this particular model here. As they honor our roots in Peru with the brand name, they have expanded to work around the world with highly skilled and ethical partners to develop an epic product line. Now, country by country, they've drawn inspiration, sourced materials, and developed sustainable relationships. Then and now, the highest priority is that partners throughout the supply chain are paid fair living wages, plus working in environments that prioritize health, safety, and respect. The globe is as our muse. MC Medina and Incas are partnering up, and we're committed to using our work to improve our environment and enrich communities through social and environmental awareness and action. So, Casa de Prana, TV, Conscious Crypto, and MC Medina, we are all part of the One Shoe, One Tree project. And that's in partnership with Trees for the Future by trees.org. And Incas has planted one tree for every shoe purchase. So with your contribution, all you got to do is tap that link, the talkable link in the description. And with your contribution, Incas is helping to reforest the world and develop sustainable agricultural infrastructure for communities all around the world. So let's plant some trees, decorate your feet with some fresh sneaks, 15% off your total purchase, plus an extra $10 discount. Hit the talkable link right there, and we're getting back into the latest and the greatest. Project demonstrates blockchain for businesses is more than hype. We've got Hong Kong firm to offer insurance for Asian cryptocurrency holdings. Let's see. Pre-search integrates OpenSea NFT search feature. Okay, that's good. Indonesia's National Islamic Council reportedly declares Bitcoin haram. I don't even know what that means. Do you know what that means? If you know what that means, please tell me, because I don't want to be the guy that just doesn't know what it means. Chinese retail giant JD accepts digital yuan payments for Singles Day. I don't even know what Singles Day is, but okay. JD.com, I remember they came up in the news a couple weeks ago. What was it about JD? We'll have to go back into the archives. Nigerian banks tracking customer accounts for crypto trading. Ouch. Grayscale, Flippin's world largest gold fund, as AUM hits $60 billion. Bitwise bullish on pure Bitcoin ETF after dropping futures filing. What else do we have? I want to get into something juicy, guys. Bitcoin miners look toward nuclear power. I guess let's get into that. I think that's juicy because we definitely want to lower our carbon footprint. We've got some bunnies hopping around in the back. All right, Bitcoin miners are looking towards nuclear power for a sustainable energy source. Several major players say that nuclear energy might be the best choice for Bitcoin miners. Major players in the Bitcoin mining industry have their sights set on nuclear energy as pressure mounts to go green. Nuclear energy could present a tremendous opportunity to introduce enormous amounts of clean, carbon-free energy to the baseload, said Grid Vice President Harry Sudok at the Bitcoin and Beyond Virtual Summit on November 10th. Grid is an American company that procures low-cost renewable energy to build vertically integrated Bitcoin mining facilities. According to Sadok, Past subsidy programs and discourse about renewable energy have largely focused on solar and wind power and neglected to consider the potential benefits of nuclear energy. The growth rate is largely focused on solar and wind power, and the growth rate is largely focused around solar and wind right now, and this just the reality of the program and have been rolled out over the last 8 to 10 years. But what we'd love to see is an expansion of nuclear, he said. Blockstream Chief Strategy Officer Samson Mao, M-O-W, was a panelist alongside Sadak to discuss the complexities of Bitcoin mining and energy expenditure. Mo referenced the domineering role FUD trends that FUD tends to have in discussions around Bitcoin mining, which he said can lead to misunderstandings not only about Bitcoin mining but also about energy protection more generally. These misunderstandings are, quote, leading to these kind of crazy headlines that Bitcoin is going to boil the oceans, he said. Quote, the bigger picture is really often missed because Bitcoin mining is a small percentage of energy consumption worldwide. It's like a fraction of a percent. Mo said if we are dirty, then everything is very dirty, right? Mo is also a proponent of nuclear energy for Bitcoin mining. The problem is we've regressed as a society where we have kind of rejected nuclear power and have gone for other things like wind and solar, which are more costly, more difficult to generate, and don't always function, he says. Last month, the Bitcoin Mining Council, or the BMC, surveyed around 33% of the current global Bitcoin network. The BMC estimates that the global mining industry's sustainable electricity mix grew about 3% to 55.9% during the third quarter of this year. Bitcoin miners will go to the cheapest form of electricity that they can find, Amanda Fabiano said at the summit. Fabiano is the lead of mining digital assets investment management firm Galaxy Digital and a founding member of BMC. Quote, I think sustainably focused capital will find a really great home in Bitcoin mining. And I could not agree more with Miss Amanda Fabiano. Bitcoin mining, all the miners, welcome to Texas. Come to Texas. We need you here. Greg Abbott has already said that the doors are wide open. We've got more than 200 HEB grocery stores that all have crypto ATMs inside of them. So Texas is a very friendly state. We're on the map. If you come to Texas, please drop a comment below so that way we can expect you. Maybe we can invite you out for some good old crypto fun times, brothers and sisters. Now, what else do we have here? Is there anything that you wanted to touch on, Gaia? We've got the city of Philadelphia here rolling out its own blockchain initiative. Record high inflation pumps investors to take a closer look at Bitcoins. Bitcoin, yeah, the end of money as we know it. I was gonna say you can pull it up on the screen too, huh? Yeah, the 20th. Yep. Yeah, definitely tell them about the Brave browser. Yeah, we're getting paid in BAT. Correct. But tell us, why do you love it? That's what we want to know in the chats, please. And we want to know, why do you love it? My baby, listen, guys, Gaia Electra was blissed TF out last night, guys. Blissed out. Okay, let's see here. I'm looking at my Brave browser right now. Guys, if you have Brave browser, put the lion emoji in the comment below. If you're using Brave, I gotta see that lion. Gotta see it. Speaking of, listen, brothers and sisters, we just verified the MC Medina YouTube channel as a Brave. What did they call it? Let me see. As a Brave contributor. No, a verified page. That's right. So I have a Brave verified page on the YouTube. So if you use Brave browser, you can just tap that triangle above there and you can literally send us a tip to the channel using the Brave browser. We can show that on the screen on your side too, right? Awesome. Yeah, and so this next segment right here, guys, is being brought to you by Brave Browser. Use Brave Browser and get paid to watch ads. Get paid to block ads. I want to get into some of this DeFi. Oh, you got it pulled up? I got some news here, some DeFi news. There's a stable coin payment app called Reserve that's helping individuals protect their savings against inflation in Latin America. So we'll get into that story here in a little bit. What else do the people want to hear about? Okay, so yeah, you wanna show them how to do that? Oh, I see. Okay, it's all good. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, it's all good. Well, let's get into this reserve app. Now, this story came in 2 hours ago from Z Yuan Sun. The stablecoin payment app Reserve helps individuals protect their savings against inflation in Latin America. This segment, boys and girls, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, gods and goddesses, is being brought to you by OrgonVortex.com. Go to OrgonVortex.com and check out the Orgonite pendants and the Orgonite pyramids, also Orgonite charging plates. I know you're probably wondering what in the world is Orgonite. Well, it's low electromagnetic frequency removing technologies, converting positive ions into negative ions, therefore removing free radicals in our environment and creating a healthier environment for us to continue to thrive. If you go to OrgonVortex.com and you use Medina Love 10, you're going to get 10% off anything at OrgonVortex.com. Just hit the link below. All the details are there. Mr. Jens Michaels is the manager at the Reserve community. He said, our long-term vision is to create a currency that is stronger than any fiat currency that exists now. Wow. I am totally on board with that. And this, like I said, came in 2 hours ago. This is the latest and the greatest in global DeFi news. Let's dive right in. One under the radar cryptocurrency powered payment app that has been gaining traction across Latin America is Reserve. The platform acts as a convenient way for people to convert their local currencies, which may be undergoing high inflation levels, to US dollars via the Reserve stable coin. The network also features the Reserve rights, or the R token, RSR, which is used for protocol governance. Since its launch in March this year, the platform says that it has seen 367,000 total signups. Meanwhile, its number of weekly active users has surpassed 100,000, with most located in Argentina, Venezuela, and Colombia. In the past 30 days, the app has handled approximately 547,000 transactions. In addition, over 8,000 businesses, predominantly based in Venezuela, now accept a Reserve as a payment method for goods and services. In a live demonstration of the Reserve app to Cointelegraph, Reserve CEO Nevin Freeman withdrew dollars from a US dollar personal app account into a Venezuelan Bolivares bank account, with RSV acting as the intermediary. RSV is the Reserve token. The transaction was near instantaneous, and the app does not charge any fees. Freeman claimed that the users could immediately spend the bolivares, such as in online transactions, or swipe one's debit or credit cards to use the cash. However, liquidity providers, which are vetted by Reserve, charge a spread on the initial foreign exchange transaction. Below is the full interview between Cointelegraph Freeman and Reserve Community Manager Jens Michaels. The question from Cointelegraph is the following. With the rise of the new blockchain industry, there are numerous crypto to crypto and crypto to fiat money payment solutions out there. In your view, what makes the Reserve protocol unique? This is what Nevin Freeman had to say in the response. The Reserve app is a cloud custody stablecoin wallet. We hold the crypto in the background and users transact on our database. We will switch to users transacting on chain in the future, but because of high Ethereum gas fees, the only way we could offer this use case in countries like Venezuela. In answer to your question of what makes it different, it's the ability to deposit and withdraw with all these different currencies. These top 5 options in the app are different Venezuelan bank methods to deposit or withdraw Argentine pesos, dollars in Panama, PayPal, Zelle, Uphold, Colombian pesos, our token RSV on chain, and a bunch of other crypto options that people use. We've also recently added Axie Infinity tokens, as many people in Venezuela play Axie Infinity. So it's an easy way to get that money into dollars. Cointelegraph asks, how is the Reserve app helping customers protect against inflation in the aforementioned countries? The way that the Reserve app is helping customers protect against inflation is as follows. It's a really common practice for Reserve app users to get paid and convert their money into our dollar stablecoin so that they don't have to worry about the devaluation of the money. And then throughout the week or the month, they will periodically make small transactions back into the local currency to transact with the local economy. And then, increasingly, because of the growing number of merchants, we're seeing more and more transactions where people don't have to convert back. They can just pay directly in US dollar stablecoins. So it's not really rocket science. The concept is very basic. It's just like save in dollars and live your life in dollars, which is something a lot of people want to do. But the change here is making that task significantly easier to do and more accessible. He says, let me add one more interesting point here. In Venezuela, for example, a lot of transactions happen via Zelle, which is like the US banking way to send money quickly between US bank accounts. The 1% in Venezuela all have American bank accounts. And they all have a lot of their money in their American bank accounts. So there's a lot of transactions happening back and forth with Zelle. So everyone in Venezuela would love to have a Zelle account. Now, the thing is that you can't get a Zelle account unless you fly to the US and create an account physically in the United States. And a lot of Venezuelans don't have the opportunity to do that. So the way that a lot of users perceive the service is like, oh, it's like a Zelle account, but anyone can open one. So that's part of the appeal. Cointelegraph goes on to ask, up until now, we've been primarily discussing RSV and fiat money, but what about the RSR token? What are your development plans for the RSR token? He's saying that the primary role of the reserve right token is governance. The basket that backs any R token, which is our name for reserve stablecoins, will have to evolve over time. And you need a very secure and robust method for handling that evolution in a decentralized way in the long term. So, RSR has a key role to play in governance. The other main role that RSR plays is offering insurance to some reserve stablecoins. The fundamental mechanism, economics, and purpose of how this all works have stayed the same, but the exact mechanism of how RSR provides this insurance has evolved a little bit in the version of the protocol that we are close to launching. The way that it all works is, as an RSR holder, you can choose any reserve stablecoin or a combination of them to stake your RSR tokens on. And when I say stake, I truly mean stake. You are actually putting them at stake because what you are doing is you are saying, okay, I'm willing to provide my capital as a backstop in the event that any collateral asset that backs this reserve stablecoin defaults and loses value. And in an exchange for putting up my capital and risking it, I will get a portion of the revenue or the yield that the stable coin is generating. So it is a truly decentralized method of insurance where many blockchain protocols require the token holders to vote and decide how they want to pay out. That's not how it works in this case. There are actually on-chain mechanisms where in the event that there is depreciation and tokens are replaced with other tokens, the reserve rights tokens that have been staked are automatically seized and traded to make up for that value. So it is truly a more decentralized version of blockchain insurance. Would you like to include a vision or mission statement about the future of the reserve protocol? He says, what we do now is providing a solution to hyperinflation via a US dollar stablecoin. However, in the long term, we think that the US dollar could also lose a part of its value because when you look at the history of currencies, whenever a major empire issues a currency, and loses power or gives that power to the next empire, that currency loses a lot of its value. So, right now, I think we have the solution for these countries like Venezuela and Argentina, as we have that strong US dollar stablecoin to provide an escape from hyperinflation from them. But then you can also think in the future what will happen if the currency that we are relying on, the US dollar, loses its value, and then no one has an escape currency to turn to. So the long-term vision is to create a currency that is stronger than any fiat currency that exists now. This is epic news. This is another official conscious crypto moment. I got to say it one more time. The man said that the vision long term is to create a currency that is stronger than any fiat currency that has ever existed or that exists now. He says our vision, that currency is obviously a cryptocurrency which will be backed by more than 50 assets on chain, ranging from digital currencies, maybe even fiat currencies in the beginning, and commodities such as gold, perhaps even equities. So it will be a super large basket. Lastly, the idea is that value of the basket would follow the global GDP, or gross domestic product. If you look at the global GDP, you will find that it is very stable. Even during the financial crisis of 2008, it only dipped 2%. If you can create a currency as stable as the global GDP, it would be superior to any fiat currency that exists now. He says that we are starting to focus on that now in small steps, but obviously it's going to take a few years to accomplish. Man, time is flying by here at Conscious Crypto. Another beautiful day here in Crypto Land. We're seeing the Reserve app very heavily used in Latin America, Argentina, Panama, Venezuela. Um, what else do we have, Miss Guy Electra?
That's it, guys. Unless you're in the chat asking questions.
Do we have anyone in the chat right now?
No,
Okay.
not that I know. There could be some people, but um, let me see.
Yeah, guys, thank you
I
so
mean,
much.
I was just wondering if anybody knew anything about this metaverse Facebook fight between crypto
Oh,
kids
I didn't even
and
get into. I need to get into that.
no, you don't.
What?
I'm like, you don't. Of course you do.
I
Yeah,
don't
if
what?
anybody knows anything, just if you're in the chat, let us know. Um, yeah, there's something going on with the crypto kids and these big companies. I'm not sure. Maybe trying to own the metaverse like Facebook is. Let us know if you think that Facebook is trying to own the metaverse now
What do you
that
mean?
they have rebranded themselves to be Meta. What is it?
Yeah, and
Meta.
for some reason I don't see that story.
Story. It's on Cointelegraph.
Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay, this is by Cointelegraph, the magazine by Cointelegraph. Okay, with Facebook and Microsoft engaged in a virtual land grab. As you guys may or may not know, we've got Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, and we've got Microsoft, Bill Gates. They're engaged in a virtual land grab right now with this whole metaverse situation. Is there still a future for the dream of a metaverse that's owned and built by the community. A dinosaur walks into a bar, orders whiskey neat, and sits down with a pink elephant and a purple, hard to place, obscure anime character. They watch a live NBA game. A good time is had by all. This is no joke. For one major crypto fund manager referred to as Simon, who prefers to remain anonymous and not offer investment advice. That night in 2020, which resembled the famous bar scene on Mos Eisley's in Star Wars. That was the moment when the light bulb went off. Decentraland. This is a real thing, he thought. Virtual community built worlds such as Decentraland and the Sandbox stem from a gaming market that allows people to host virtual events and buy or rent digital real estate. These NFT, non fungible token metaverse platforms bridge the real world with the surreal in what the Sandbox has described as a player owned economy. The Sandbox last week raised $93 million from SoftBank's Vision Fund 2, and NFT sales exceeded $10 million in quarter four of 2021. We are now at the dawn of the metaverse era. Celebrities, including rappers like Snoop Dogg, the luxury fashion brands are getting in on the NFT game to monetize their products, images, and personas. It has been a huge year for the space, and the pandemic has helped the cultural adoption of the concept of the metaverse. Quote, we have all kind of already lived in a metaverse life on Zoom over the past 2 years. The metaverse is where it all ends, notes Robbie Young, the CEO of Animoca Brands, which owns the Sandbox and is a major shareholder in CryptoKitties and NBA Top Shot creator Dapper Labs. It's also more than just a game. What does it mean to plug into the metaverse? It's more of a philosophical question of how much of my time will I dedicate to this place? Big money is being thrown around along with Facebook. Microsoft is muscling in too. Whoever becomes dominant early on can grab the early network effects to become a gigantic player. While Facebook's investors might be concerned by the $10 billion the company is spending on the metaverse this year, why can't Facebook join this glorious virtual world? There's some logic behind the rebrand to Meta, considering it's bought Instagram and WhatsApp in 2012 and 2014, respectively, as well as VR headset company Oculus in the latter year. It makes sense for that virtual reality play, and Facebook has the money and the network effects to attract new gamers and interest to the space. Many diehard cryptopreneurs and investors are enjoying the mass adoption brought on in 2021 by the NFT craze, and Facebook would help that mass adoption goal. But it also raises plenty of questions. Few are clear on what exactly the social media giants' plans are. But unlike Decentraland, pundits expect data to be collected and that the platform will be centralized. The social media giant could pose a big threat to a community run metaverse. Should a centralized company like Facebook, which consistently faces antitrust questions and is criticized from all quarters over privacy issues and spreading misinformation and division, should they be allowed to take control of the metaverse? Guys, so much more happening with this story. Visit cointelegraph.com. The story is ridiculously long. I might have to make a video just on this story by itself.
Yep.
So thank you guys all for hanging out with us today here on Conscious Crypto, a beautiful day in crypto land. And again, my name is MC Medina.
And I'm Gaia Electra. Guys, consider donating as well for this channel. You can donate in crypto or you can donate in the monetary system that you prefer.
Yes,
Thank
please
you
consider
so much.
donating.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yes, and until then, please do us a huge favor. Stay conscious, stay getting that crypto, and be blessed, guys. Peace.
Oh.